Here is the operator signal today. Enterprise AI is not scaling through software alone. It is scaling through deployment capacity. The last year of AI has been about model capability. The next phase is about implementation systems, forward deployed engineers, consulting arms, systems integrators, partner certifications, industry templates, and delivery teams that can sit inside a customer environment long enough to turn AI into operating change. OpenAI is making that explicit. On May 11th, OpenAI announced the OpenAI Deployment Company. The point is not just to sell access to models. The point is to embed forward deployed engineers into organizations, work with operators and frontline teams, connect models to customer data, tools, controls, and processes, and build production systems that deliver measurable results. OpenAI also said the company starts with the Tomorrow team, bringing about 150 forward deployed engineers and deployment specialists with more than $4 billion of initial investment and partners including TPG, Bain, Capgemini, McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, and others. Microsoft and EY are using a similar pattern. On May 21st, Microsoft described a $1 billion plus initiative with EY to move customers from isolated AI use cases to enterprise scale transformation. The important detail is the delivery model. Microsoft's forward deployed engineers working side by side with EY transformation teams inside customer environments. EY is also the customer zero proof point, with Copilot scaled to more than 400,000 people and agentic AI results in finance, assurance, and tax workflows. Anthropic is building its own version through the Claude Partner Network. In March, Anthropic committed an initial $100 million to partners, including training, technical support, joint market development, certifications, and a partner-facing team scaled fivefold. The operating logic is clear. Enterprise demand for Claude is larger than any one company can deliver alone. So, Anthropic is turning consulting firms, professional services firms, and specialist agencies into scaled implementation capacity. The fresh signal this week is Travelport, Cognizant, and Anthropic. On May 27th, they announced a collaboration to deploy Claude across Travelport's travel retailing and distribution platforms. Cognizant brings engineering and systems integration. Anthropic brings Claude and MCP. Travelport brings the live distribution infrastructure where bookings, exchanges, refunds, and servicing actually happen. That is the pattern in miniature. Model company plus services partner plus industry operator. Fujitsu is moving in the same direction. On May 27th, Fujitsu announced collaborations with both OpenAI and Anthropic, including OpenAI technology inside Fujitsu's AI service portfolio and an expanded FDE model with Claude. That tells us something important. The FDE model is not just a Silicon Valley artifact. It is becoming a global enterprise delivery pattern. IBM and Red Hat add another angle. Today, May 28th, they announced Project Lightwell, a $5 billion commitment using frontier AI and more than 20,000 engineers to help enterprises secure open source software supply chains. That is not a classic consulting rollout, but it reinforces the same point. AI capability becomes valuable when paired with engineering capacity, lifecycle ownership, and trusted operating processes. So why does this model matter? First, it compresses the path from pilot to production. A generic AI platform gives you tools. A deployment team helps choose the workflow, connect the systems, build the controls, train the users, and measure the result. Second, it turns scarce expertise into repeatable playbooks. Every successful deployment creates patterns, data access, permissioning, evaluation, change management, risk controls, and workflow redesign. Third, it creates scale. AI labs cannot hire enough FDEs to serve every enterprise directly. Partners expand the surface area. But there is risk. Bad deployment partners can create shallow automation, weak governance, vendor lock-in, or impressive demos that never survive real operations. Operators should evaluate these partnerships by asking 4 questions. What workflow will change? What metric proves adoption is working? Who owns quality, security, and rollback? And what repeatable capability remains after the partner leaves? My read: the winners in enterprise AI will not just have the best model, they will have the best deployment network. Models create possibility. Delivery systems create adoption.